Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to Shutters and Speed. Today we're heading off for a look at a church. It's called St Mary's Church at Beechamwell in the Brecklands of Norfolk. So let's, as we say here in Norfolk, run them their titles, boy, and we'll tell you more about why we're going to visit this particular church. Yeah, so welcome back to Shutters and Speed. Yeah, today you join me on a little jaunt through the Breckland countryside here. This is a route that I used to take quite a lot when I was on a push bike in my junior years, and I quite enjoy coming round here even now, just for a quiet jaunt to see how things are progressing. But the point of this journey is a trip to a little village called Beechamwell. And in Beechamwell, which is a place that some friends of mine live and I've known for, well, pretty much all my life, certainly my adult life. And I've grown sort of accustomed and quite close to the village. Now, in the middle of the village is St Mary's Church, which is quite a unique little thatched country church. But unfortunately, recently, it suffered a bit of a fire, which has caused a lot of sadness with everybody connected with the village and those like me who enjoy it from afar. Now, of course, some of these buildings, when they get burnt or damaged in any way, are very, very rarely repaired nowadays. I mean, there was one in a village close to me where I live, which was also burnt down and has never been repaired. But this one, because of the fact that it was actually insured, which is a good thing to start with, and also of its historical importance, they have decided that it would be a good thing to restore it back to something like its original condition. But the reason it caught fire was because the lead on a part of the roof was was sort of stolen by some unscrupulous people. So of course at some point or other that had to be replaced. Now, during the course of the replacement process, unfortunately there was a misdemeanor or an accident or a mistake by the contractors who were installing the lead roofing using these heat guns or whatever, and of course the whole church caught fire. Ooh, bit of gravel on the road here. So it was a bit sad really to see the thing go up, and I've got some pictures that I'll show you in the next few seconds of how it caught fire, the damage, and sort of partially the restoration process. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go and have a look at the church and sort of judge it by the photographs that you've just seen, and we're going to have a look to see what progress has been made. I did briefly skirt on this, if you like, in a recent video, and on that particular day when we arrived, the thatch for the new thatch for the roof had just been delivered. Now I understand from my good friends who live in the village that the thatch is now on the roof and is looking really resplendent. So that's one of the reasons I'm coming out here on a sneaky ride to come and have a look. Now, this part of the countryside is also quite special. I can remember back in the day, there's a long straight avenue type road ahead, and us youngsters back in the day used to speed test our 250s along here to see how fast they would actually go. And by the end of this straight, back in the day on an RD 250 LC, I did touch and indicated 100 miles an hour, which seemed crazy on a road like this. But there we are. We were young in those days, and of course that was when we was a bit young and foolish, I guess. But this part of the countryside is really quite pleasant, and I haven't been actually along here for a while, so I thought I'd take this route into Beechamwell just to show you this area and how pretty it is. So we'll carry on along this beautiful road, and then you'll join me at Beechamwell village as we approach the church, and we'll see what progress has been made. Yeah, so here we are in the village of Beechamwell, and we're now looking straight at the church. Hopefully by now that you would have seen a clip from the last time I was here, and you can see that the progress has been made. You can see that the thatch has obviously been reinstalled and is looking really good. It's a first-class job from what I can see of it. The LED flashing has been put around the part that joins the main part of the church to the tower, and also the roof of the tower and the weather vane has also been reinstated, so it's all looking rather splendid. The only slight downside, in my opinion, is the fact that they've put a stainless steel roof where the lead used to be. So I'm guessing that they're hoping that will prevent any further problems with thefts and so forth. And my friends who live here have been reliably informed that will weather and eventually look more in keeping with the rest of the building. It looks a bit stark at the moment, but it is what it is, and everything is being done to a really nice standard, it seems, and the church should soon be back to its former glory. The windows, as you can see, are boarded up still, and I understand that they are the next stage of the restoration process, as well as work inside. I'm also reliably informed that the inside is not going to be quite the same. It's going to be a bit more open plan, and not with pews and the like in a traditional church fashion, but actually more sort of tables, chairs and that sort of thing. So I suppose it might become more of a community centre rather than a church, which is obviously a great use of a very historic building. But compared to the photographs we've seen so far, and the last time I was here, I think you'll agree that the improvements are coming on very nicely. Thank you very much. Yeah, so here we are looking at the tower of the church in a more sort of traditional view, I guess, and you can see the patches, hopefully, where they've had to repair the rendering or the pointing, where the fire damage occurred, and also the weather vane and so forth on the top. The bells had to be removed before they could, to make it safe, but they've since, I believe, after they've made the tower safe and done all the necessary structural repairs, they've reinstated the bells, I believe. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm sure they will be or the bell. I think there's only one actually. But whatever, it's all coming along quite nicely. Yeah, so here we are with another view. We've got a bit of a closer look at the thatching and the quality of work that has been done. And also you can see that the little porch way has been re-roofed, and I think the brickwork is being tidied up, so it's all coming along quite nicely. It's quite interesting actually, because I can get into the churchyard now, whereas before the fencing that you see here was around the perimeter wall here that you can see now. It went around the entire site so that you couldn't get into the churchyard. But now that they've finished the structural repairs, they've just put the fencing around the church itself, so that we can get into the graveyard and have a look around there, and also obviously get a bit closer to the building. You can see on the end here that it looks as though they've started on one of the windows. This is the main window, obviously, and I'm not sure what they're going to do about the glass, whether they're looking to recreate what was there before, or what exactly. It would obviously be nice if they did, but anything would be, I suppose, better than nothing, as it were. But you can see the netting is over there. I think it's to prevent the birds from getting in, but they're also obviously working on this window at the moment. And I think that the plan obviously is to gradually work their way around and reinstate all the windows to their former glory. So everything is really coming along quite nicely. So I think that pretty much covers the look around the church. So we'll get back on the bike and have a ride around the local countryside. So as we make our way out of this pretty little village, here in the middle of the Norfolk Breckland area, I hope you've enjoyed and sort of found it interesting, the renovation process that is going on at the moment on this idyllic little church in the middle of the Norfolk countryside. I think it's quite interesting and good to see that the church is being restored, so obviously it's all good news, and I will keep you up to date with any further developments and also possibly the grand reopening, which of course is for the future. But things are really getting along quite nicely now. So I think that's it for today. So if you've enjoyed this video, I would hope that you would like and subscribe. It will keep you up to date with all that's happening on the channel. We've got quite a few plans this year, so hopefully the videos will keep coming thick and fast. So that's it. So without further ado, until next time, as we say here in Norfolk, do you keep on a troshin', boy.